live again, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Thank you for your patience, all the people that are not watching yet. We're going to try this again, and hopefully it works.
It's going to work.
Yes.
It will work. Of course, we're putting that into the universe. Oh, God, don't be sorry.
Oh, do not feel bad. I've popped off about 8 times once. One was to take care of my screaming child multiple times. So, seriously.
It's life.
It's just life.
Cheers to cheers to step number 1.
Yes.
Always forgive yourself.
Always forgive yourself.
Okay.
Especially the things that we can't control, like the internet. Like,
exactly.
True. Yeah.
Okay, so what rule were we at again?
Rule number 6.
Right.
Keep a clean environment. You were starting to talk about first
closet.
You mentioned the kitchen, and then you started the closet, and that's where we lost you.
Yes, I was saying that I was going to try to see if maybe I could get it on my page. So like with your closet, there's nothing worse than starting a day when you go to your closet and you put clothes on that don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sets the tone, So I'm not saying get rid of this stuff because, listen, I have a whole 3 bins full of pre-pregnancy clothes that maybe someday I'll get back into because I have some really cute stuff that I really want to wear again. But I don't keep it where I can see it. It's not like my motivation. It's not hanging on my closet waiting for me to motivate, not to see every day and think, oh, look how far I have to go, or it's in a bin away there. I know it's there, but it's not in my face all the time.
See, and I do that. I have a closet full of clothes that I can't wear right now, and maybe that is it's not helping me. I know that. I should probably just, because somebody told me once, when you are able to fit into that stuff again, like if it's not your favorite, then just get rid of it, because by that time you're going to want to buy something new anyways.
That's true. That is so true.
Yeah.
On your page. Look at that. Okay. Sharing it now. Or no. Okay. I'm doing it from my phone, so it's not on my computer. Okay. I just shared the link. Maybe that will help.
Maybe.
All right. Turning it off. Full attention. So yeah, keep a clean environment. Whatever, anything that creates unnecessary stress. I am not a neat freak. I post pictures of my kitchen and my living room and my bedroom all the time to show people, like, listen, sometimes it gets out of control. And you know what? That's when I stop everything and I'm like, okay, I need to get this under control so that I can feel like I can function. Because if I can't prepare a meal, rule number, no, there's not necessarily a specific order for these rules. It's not like they're prioritized. I think that they, of course, we need to eat and drink, but like exercise is rule number 3, but it's not priority number 3.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Your body, you don't need exercise in order to survive. Did you know that? And you don't need exercise in order to lose weight if that's your goal. Exercise has many, many, many benefits, but it's not one of the body's requirements for survival. Food and water, however, are. So are rest. So is rest, right?
Yeah.
So for me, like, I'm going to rest if I need to instead of exercise, because I know that if I don't have enough rest, then my food is going to be off. And if my kitchen is a disaster and I can't prepare a meal, my food is going to be off. And my food is a bigger priority for me than exercise. Exercise is a good stress reliever. So depending on what's stressing you, and there's no, again, it's not prioritizing. It's different for everybody, and it changes from situation to situation even. But we're so conditioned to think that we have to eat right and we have to exercise constantly if we're going to be healthy. And that's not necessarily the truth. There's so much to physical, mental, and emotional health that does not involve diet and exercise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's so true.
Which is why rule number 7 is to be patient with yourself and kind with your words.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, because who's hardest on us? Ourselves, right? Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, when it comes to rule number 1 and yourself, life doesn't come with a handbook. We're all learning as we go. And I don't like the word mistake, but people use it. So I'm going to say mistake. I think air quotes are like supposed to be like super lame, but I don't really care. I'm using them anyway. Mistakes are an opportunity to learn. And when we look at them as that, it's not like, oh, I suck, I messed up, slipped up, I got to start over. It's just like, oh, crap. Well, okay, I did that. So next time I need to, if you stop, assess, and think, okay, how can I respond differently next time?
Mm-hmm.
Then you completely change the whole experience of that mistake. And instead of looking at it as a failure, it's an opportunity to learn and make a different choice or decision the next time.
Yeah.
Because you're going to do it again.
We're human.
Right. We are. Yeah.
Totally.
My kitchen is going to be a mess again. I'm going to end up in a drive-thru at Taco Bell again. I am going to eat an ice cream cone while, between the grocery store and my house again. Like it's gonna happen. Well, hopefully that won't happen again, but I'm gonna eat ice cream because I like ice cream.
Yeah.
But it's every opportunity is an opportunity to learn.
Yeah. So be patient with yourself and then go back to number 1 again. And remember, always forgive yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind and use I like the part too of just the being patient, but being be so kind to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have to be kind to ourselves in order to recognize and learn from those opportunities that present themselves. Like you said, mistakes, but those opportunities to learn, we need to be kind because we're the meanest people to ourselves.
Right. We are. And that also goes with insecurities. When we are, I read a blog post a couple years ago called "I Dare You," and it was because a woman in my Facebook group had commented about how she never wears tank tops because she's so self-conscious of her arms. And it made me really sad because she lives in Puerto Rico. So it's very hot. It's an equatorial area. It's hot and humid. And she wouldn't wear a tank top without a cardigan. And I thought, oh, that's, I just can't imagine being that uncomfortable all the time. Well, I can because I was that person. But, being kind and recognizing that, first of all, not everybody is paying attention to you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you stop and think, for me, for a long time, I was very hard on myself because I was hard on other people. And I assumed because I was hard on other people that they were hard on me too. And once I stopped, now that's a learned behavior. I learned how to be very critical from someone that I love very close to my life who may have raised me. But once I stopped doing that, once I stopped being critical of other people, I stopped believing that people were constantly being critical of me. So when you're patient with yourself and kind with your words to and about yourself and to and about others, it completely frees you from this mental hell of constantly feeling like you're not good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
I have a girlfriend who's like this, and she's always so concerned about the way that she presents herself and the way that she looks, but she forgets that somebody once told me, you're not as big of a deal as you think you are.
I know it sucks, but it's true.
I used to have all of those insecurities too. And they're like, well, if you want to hear it real, nobody gives a shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You're the one who's putting that out there to the world. All those people want you, all they want to be is around you because you're a great person. And, all that other stuff is fluff. Nobody's looking at that. You're creating attention to it yourself.
Right. I know that there are haters out there and there's a lot of negativity out there. I won't deny that. And I know that people, oh, by the way, look what I found.
Oh, she lost. Oh, Andrea, I love you.
It's like a squirrel.
Yeah, sorry, I just glanced over and it was there. Paulette's Christmas card that I thought I'd lost forever before I even got to open it, and then I found it the other day, and I was like, "Yay! Merry Christmas to me!" But even when I was 328 pounds, I never felt like I was treated badly. And I'm not saying that discrimination doesn't exist. I'm not saying that at all, because I know that it does. But I was always very open and welcoming to people. I never even thought people would treat me differently. So if they were, I think I was completely oblivious to it. If that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like I wish everyone could feel that way. And not that I never had anyone make a comment, but I never allowed it to eat at me if it did happen. And I certainly was not looking for it. And I was probably actively avoiding it by being just myself. I'd walk into the gas station and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Or, hold the door open for people. Or I've always been just a naturally friendly person. I genuinely like people. I like to connect with people. And I think that played a huge role, and still does, in how I am perceived by others and how I perceive myself and others as well.
Yeah.
And that's not to toot my own horn. That's just to say that, again, I love the book, The Four Agreements, and how, that book? Yes, right? Like, to me, I read that in 2008, and it was life-changing. That was a huge, there it is.
Both of our copies are out being lent right now. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, mine's upstairs, yeah.
My husband and I each have a copy, and ours are out. We've been lending it to friends lately, and they just love it. They love it.
It's life-changing. And really, like, once you stop taking things personally and stop making assumptions and, all of those things that he teaches in that book, you literally become free from this hell that you create for yourself by making those assumptions and taking things personally that have absolutely nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Totally. I was actually, Paulette and I were having a conversation today. I've been reading Rachel Hollis's Girl Wash Your Face. Have you read that book?
I haven't. I've seen it, but I know what you're talking about, but I haven't read it.
So there's one section in it where it's very much about like first impressions and the things that we think when we first meet a people. Like when we can be so incredibly mean without speaking a single word. But like you said, it's about, we're so much, what we're thinking is what we think other people are thinking about us, but often that's not even the case. Right?
We're all so consumed with ourselves that we're not thinking about each other.
That's just it. And I always think too, like when I'm getting dressed to go out somewhere, or I'm going to like a fancy dinner, or I'm going out to a big function, I used to get so stressed about like, what am I going to wear? I'm not going to look good in this. Oh my gosh, like I don't even have enough clothes. I need to buy a new outfit. Like all of these things, right? But then now I think to myself, I'm like, I don't notice that you're wearing a shirt from 6 years ago that you wore. You still look beautiful. Like you don't. Yes. See, there you go. Four Green. Yeah. Don Miguel.
Ruiz. I was asking who wrote it.
But when you think about when you go out, do you notice the shoes that the people you're with are wearing? Do you notice the shirt? Do you notice what sweater, even if they wore it yesterday and you were together, do you even realize that? No. I have no idea. So then I think, okay, well, people probably don't notice that about me either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Because what did you guys just say earlier? We're not the biggest deal in the room. Like not everyone is going to remember what we're wearing.
I was like, yeah, you're right.
I can remember what I wore yesterday.
Yeah. And it's amazing in the wasted energy that goes into those types of things.
Yeah. Into insecurities.
So true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that one. Good job.
So do I love that one.
So,
so rule number 8.
Yes.
Find joy where you are and get excited about where you're going. As someone who has, lost half their body weight and then has 2 babies in 2 years, my body is a complete disaster. And even at if people have seen the pictures of my half naked body post drastic weight loss, you can see that my body was not what I expected it to look like after I've lost 164 pounds. And especially because at that time I was CrossFitting 5 to 6 days a week. I was low carb dieting religiously. I mean, I was like that was my job, was to exercise and eat well. And that's the best my body ever looked. And now that I've had a couple kids and I gained weight with both of my pregnancies, and I'm still 30 pounds from my goal weight, which I think is really an arbitrary number. I can sit here and feel like, oh, I did all that hard work. And, in 2014, I was able to do a pull-up and I could run and, miles at a time, and I could do all these things. But I will not let myself do that to myself. Yes, of course, I'm grateful that my body gave me 2 babies, and that's an easy thing to say. But what's better, and even though it's harder, is to say, I'm okay with where I'm at right now. And I know that if I keep taking care of my body, it will continue to get better. Again, it may not ever get back down to a size 10, and that's okay. But I know that as long as I continue strength training, which is what I love CrossFit, I love lifting, that I'm going to get stronger. I've already seen, just since getting back into CrossFit for about a month now, and I've only made it like 2 to 3 days a week because my children do not cooperate with my wants and needs. But I'm already seeing progress there, and I know that, and I'm excited about the progress, forward to the continued progress, rather than sitting around and feeling sorry for myself that I lost all of this strength and that I've gained all of this weight, and it's just, that's, again, it's another waste of time and energy, and it doesn't do anyone any good. Regret, remorse, guilt, shame, none of those feelings are good motivators.
Yeah.
But looking forward to the future and being excited about it and making choices that feel good physically, mentally, emotionally right now, are enjoying the process, is what I believe is the best motivator to work, or to take care of yourself, to eat well and move your body and just take care of yourself.
Yeah. Do you know what's messed up? Is that when you spend so much time beating yourself up for all the things that, like you said, you had 2 kids and you had done so much work on yourself, and you had finally gotten to the place where you felt like you had made it, or, whatever. And then you had a family, which is what you wanted, and your body went backwards a little bit. And the thing is that not all is lost. And once you get to the place here where it's okay to be where you are, and you get rid of all that, like, beating yourself up about it, you actually want to do the things that make you feel better.
Right.
Like your eating habits and your working out. Like, once you're okay with where you are,
right,
then it fuels the fire to make you want to do better. And
yeah,
whatever that better is, whatever
right,
you decide that better is.
I like to say that, like, when you have like an old beat up car, how well do you take care of it? You don't. It's old, it's beat up. But when you get a new car, you love it, and you want to keep it clean, and you want to take it to the car wash. You want to keep that new car smell. It's because you're excited about it. You love it. You love your new car. Well, the thing is, you only get one body. You don't get a new body.
Yeah.
So you have to decide that you're going to love the body that you have, because it's the only body you'll ever get, and take care of it, because it's what allows you to live your life.
Yeah. 100%.
Let's cheers to that, because I love that.
Down the hatch, ladies.
Down the hatch.
Ooh, I need to get a charger.
Uh-oh, Bex is gonna die. Okay. Number 9.
Number 9, surround yourself with love. This is about surrounding yourself with the people you love and support and who love and support you in return. We can't always choose who we spend our time with, you know? We can't choose our family, choose our coworkers. We can't choose, in a lot of situations in our life, we don't get to choose who we're around. But that doesn't mean that we can't create an environment that's safe for us, or find an environment that's safe for us, and not just safe, but loving and supportive.
Yeah.
For me, I talk about CrossFit a lot, which apparently makes me part of a cult, but I don't really care. It's where I've found whatever it is, your church, your, if Zumba, your class that you're taking online, Facebook group that you've joined. There are so many opportunities where we have so many opportunities in our life to surround ourselves with people who are like-minded and who want to love and support us and who we can love and support in return. And having those people in our lives is what helps us keep moving forward when we feel like we're alone or we feel like we're broken. So when you create your group of people, whether it's, 3 friends or a Facebook community or a workout class or a Bible study at church, whatever works for you, when you find your people, be there for them and let them be there for you.
Yeah, Bex and I, so in our job, in our online marketing business, we get this a lot about the cult thing. But we always say, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So we're surrounded by people that fan our flames, which is an incredible environment to be around. And so we talk about it all the time, and we get that often where people are like, oh, you're part of a cult.
I always hear, not everyone can be as positive as you guys. And I'm like, well, actually, it's a choice.
Yeah. I mean, they can.
Yeah, exactly. It's a choice. We choose to focus on, recognize the positives in every situation instead of feeding the negatives. But you still recognize there's a positive and a negative side to everything. You just choose to focus on what's better, what's more positive, what is going to lift us up from every situation.
And like you said, Andrea, it could be from anywhere. It's just the key is to surround yourself with those people and just let them lift you up, right? I just think it's a magical thing.
And give in return, or give first even, right? Because when you give, you get to receive. And I know that a huge part of my overall success in what I've been able to accomplish, not business-wise, I mean, business-wise, yes, but personally is stems majorly from the community that I've been able to build with these amazing women who are all working on the same goals, and that is to live a truly happy, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
It gives back tenfold, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It holds me accountable. It gives me, the love and support that I need personally. And it gives me an opportunity to do that in return for other people, which just feels good.
Yeah. Selfish good deeds, I tell you. Okay, which brings us to number 10.
Yeah. So aim for your best, but do good enough. Be okay with good enough. And really, it's mostly just do good enough. And like I was saying, whether that like my dishwasher, I hate emptying the dishwasher. I hate it. It's my least favorite job ever. And so sometimes my dishwasher will be full of clean dishes. Dirty dishes kind of pile up on top, on the counter, right above the dishwasher, right? That's okay, because I don't typically prepare meals there. As long as I keep the other counter clean to where I can prepare my meals, and I have, a pan or two clean to where I can cook something, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I can wait for my husband to get home and empty the dishwasher because he doesn't hate emptying it. Weirdo.
But yes, it's not always perfect, which, comes back to the name of your whole thing is imperfect life, right?
Yep. And like today, the gym, like I had planned to go to CrossFit. It was going to happen. It did not happen, but I still went for a little walk jog with my kids and it was good enough. I got my heart rate up for a little while. I worked on my bone density with my impact, right? My running, the impact on my bones from running, and my cardiovascular system from getting my heart rate up and breathing a little heavy. And yeah, I didn't lift them really heavy. All right, Raleigh, sounds good. I will wash your floors. It wasn't CrossFit, but it was still an opportunity to be active and move my body and take care of it and to get some fresh air. So that was an added bonus.
You won.
I won.
Woo!
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, number 11.
Number 11, track your progress. And I'm thinking of rewording this to journal your process because I think that that's more accurate. I like to think, I told you earlier that I don't like the word journey. I prefer the word evolve because I think all of this is an evolution. We're constantly evolving from the time we're born until the time we die. We're constantly changing and having to adapt to the changes in our lives. So whether it's having kids and learning how to live a happy, healthy lifestyle with children, or moving across the country, or starting a new job, we're constantly changing our environment, our needs, our lives are constantly changing. We have to evolve. We have to be able to adapt to those changes.
Yeah.
So even the rules have sort of evolved over the years, and this one is getting worked out a little bit here, where I think I'm going to change it to journal your process because it's a little more general. But basically, it's about just that. Like whether you write in a journal or you write a blog, you track your foods in MyFitnessPal. I actually have a this isn't like a sales pitch or anything, but this is like the Imperfect Life 30-day journal. It's being mindful about eating and exercising and tracking like how your foods make you feel and like what just there's so much more to living a happy, healthy lifestyle than just what you eat and how often you exercise and how much the scale moves in the process, right?
Yeah.
So when you track your progress,
Where you
go? Journey, your process. I see you guys.
I see. We hear you. We hear you now.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit.
Okay.
You're back.
Can I keep talking? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But it gets all the crap out of your head because changing your lifestyle is extremely emotional and mental, far more than it is physical. We know what physical changes we need to make, right? But all of the crap that we have to deal with, all of those things that we've been conditioned to believe, all of the thoughts that we've learned over the years, the negative self-talk, the rules that we've been told or that we're constantly being fed by ads and other people telling us what we should eat and how we should exercise and all of these things, they're all part of the process, but ultimately and so we have to figure out how to get that crap out. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you journal about the process, you have, again, something to go back and look at and say, oh, wow, look how far I've come. Oh, I remember when I went through this struggle and overcame this obstacle. That was really empowering, and it helps to motivate you for the future. You can go back and troubleshoot, if you get stuck or you're in a plateau. Like, for instance, I've been slowly, pretty steadily losing some of this baby weight for the last year. And now for the last like 3 months, I've completely stalled. Now, Zach is still nursing, so my body is still trying to figure out what it's doing there hormonally and calorically and all that stuff. So I'm not terribly stressed about it, but I did go back to one of my entries about how I broke a plateau because I couldn't remember how I had done that. And what I had done was I had been like low carbing, low carb, low carb, low carb. And then I added carbs and I lost like 7 pounds in 1 week.
I know, it's magic.
Right? Yeah. So, just having that to go back and look and be like, oh, okay. It's all, especially if you're trying to lose a significant amount of weight, there's a lot of experimentation that takes place, a lot of trial and error, a lot of plateaus. And staying focused on taking care of yourself can be really hard. But if you have that journal to go back and look at, or even just to process in the moment, I just find it really, really helpful.
Yeah. Totally.
Love it.
And then, rule number 12, go back to rule number 1 because you're going to screw up. But it's not a screw up, right? It's not a screw up.
No.
It's just moving forward. But you're going to have to remember to forgive yourself.
Yes.
When you don't meet your expectations. That's what I like to call it, not meeting your expectations.
Yes. You're failing forward.
Failing forward, yes.
I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Took us, an hour and 22 minutes to get through all of that because of all the...
Damn internet.
We had some excitement in there.
I know, it's a
I need
two-parter.
to add some beatboxing. Have I ever shown you my... I can't really beatbox, but I really want to. I really love beatboxing.
Not only is she a personal health coach, but she's
gonna get you jacked up.
Yeah.
Is this what you do with your coaching clients?
I do, yeah. We sit around and beatbox, and we turn on tongue with turmeric tea, and
So where can people find all the information on, are you still doing retreats, on where to get your journal, on how to get everything? Tell us all the deets on where people can find you, follow you, love on you, everything.
Well, imperfectlife.com has everything. imperfectlife.com/the-rules, or actually I think you can just go to imperfectlife.com/rules. We'll take you to the whole list of rules, and you can click on those and read. There's whole blog entries that detail them far more than what I've even talked about today. The journal is on my website. I have some t-shirts and stuff. And as far as retreats go, next year, I'm looking at next year. Hopefully, I have to get the kid off my boob first before I love that I get to nurse. I feel very fortunate that both of my boys were excellent breastfeeders, but you get to the point, I've been sharing my body with something since December of 2014. If you count my first pregnancy, I was literally pregnant 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And now 2019, I'm still nursing. So, and not that, I know women have 10 children. I don't know how they do it, but I'm okay, I'm ready to have my body back. Just a little bit. So,
well, I can tell you there's a whole lot of us that are waiting. How do they say it? In bated breath? With bated breath?
With bated breath, I do believe, yeah. For a retreat?
Oh, you guys, it's such a magical experience. And I would invite every single one of you who are interested to reach out to Andrea and maybe give her a little poke. Tell her you're interested. Or just follow her on Facebook or on Instagram, because this girl is pretty amazing. As I know that you've all seen tonight, she's dropped so much value with us, and I'm so incredibly grateful. We're so incredibly grateful that you came to share your stuff with us.
Yes, absolutely.
I know I took a lot out of it.
Thank you.
Me too.
Good.
Me too. I absolutely loved it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun, and I'm sorry for all this. I will take full responsibility.
Oh, it just makes it fun.
Yeah.
No, you're special. You're a two-parter.
I'm a two-parter.
Yeah, we're flipping it. We're flipping it.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, well, Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Andrea, stay put. We will catch you all of the rest of you on the next one. So thanks, guys.